I came outside long enough to do a meditation with Aurora, and the neighborhood went nuts. The neighbors honked their horn 3 times, slamming doors, making the dog bark. Then the neighbor's dog barks. I know a lot of you out there are dealing with the same thing. The clone phone, gang stalking, someone else taking credit for your work, fighting over your solar plexus chakra. And I just want you to know that I'm here for you. I know a lot of you have been dealing with a sense of loneliness. I can feel it. I can feel the angst and impatience in the collective energy right now. And I just want you all to know that this too soon shall pass. This retrograde has to happen. I know everyone's like, it's the retrograde, and it is. But you have to understand, retrogrades are blessings. They are opportunities to close out old cycles as far back as you can remember. If there's a negative energy, or depending on where the retrograde's in, what house it's, what's going on in the astrological chart. But definitely check your placements, check your chart, see what's going on there if you really want details. But I also just want to say that along with that, there is a lot of the soul tribe that is in great spirits. They're having the best opportunities of their life come to them. They are meeting their goals like they were never able to before. They are spinning that block, and they are doing amazing at what they're doing. They are really rocking out with their education, with their ability to trust in the divine and the Most High. And as of today, it is a Mayan calendar reset in the Zolkin. It's a red magnetic dragon. This means, see, you hear that? They make sure to get that loud noise in there. It's called gang stalking. The more they do it, the more they get paid. I apologize. Anyway, I'm proud of the collective that is using this retrograde to close out their cycles, to end all negative karmic cycle relationships, any karmic maternal or paternal figures that you're dealing with, or siblings or children. Unfortunately, sometimes we have karmic children. I just want you all to know that if you need anything, I'm always here. I can answer any questions that you may have. I've gone through about 1 million death and rebirths in the last, lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. And what I do is I can help with past life regression. I can help with dream interpretation. And I definitely help with past life trauma, as any kind of, psychic trauma. And I can also help with spiritual investigations. And I know other really excellent readers that can also be referred. I can refer you to. There's this one that is amazing. She, I'd hire her one day if I could. Right now, there's only 2 other ones that I truly know that I can trust to get the information that I need. And I promote their channels constantly, and I definitely promote Spiritual Court. Spiritual Court is a place that you can come to if you have had an injustice done in your lifetime, and you want to call down judgment on the situation, and you truly want this settled. You go to Spiritual Court. Spiritual Court Counsel, and plead your case in court, and the case that you go to, the one that you pick will be, in real time. Her name is Neff, is what she goes by. She does Spiritual Court. That is She has a gavel and everything. And I strongly suggest that you go to her, because everything that happens in the third dimension, this physical plane that we're on, it is only happening because it happened in the fourth dimension first. And so if you want anything to be rectified, or, no matter what happens, your thoughts form in a crystalline structure only in the fourth dimension first. The longer that you have clear intent and focus your intention on positive thought forms, the quicker you can manifest them. But you mustn't, obsess about them, because if you do, the moment that you start obsessing, it doesn't have a chance to release into the ethers so that it can hit the vibrational frequency in which it matches in order for it to come back to you. Because where your attention goes, all your energy is going to flow. So you form your intention, make sure you're keeping your vibes positive, make sure that if you're having any negative thoughts, remember those aren't mine. I'm tapping into a different stream of consciousness and I need to tune out. Make sure that you read your Bible, get those scriptures into your heart, okay? My rabbi suggests that you take the word Yahweh and wrap it in a sphere of light, and as it comes to you, place it in your heart, wrap yourself in it. That's the first step to an amazing light-filled meditation. I say activate your pillar of light. Once you activate your Kundalini and you balance 51% of your karmic debt, of your soul's karmic debt, you can then have your Kundalini rise and your Merkaba activated. And this is an intense process that should not be taken lightly. Do not get on videos of frequencies that are like 10 million hertz frequency. Activate the third eye. Warning, your third eye will activate. Listen, that's for advanced. Don't worry about your third eye. It will open slowly and naturally as you activate your chakra system. It's kind of like a band. I've said this before. It's like if you're playing the trumpet in an orchestra and one musician is off tune, it makes the entire orchestra or the entire band, it messes the whole thing up. So you must focus on one at a time, one chakra at a time, and always start with the root chakra. The root chakra is red. It is held right at the pelvic bone, at the base of the spine, on the inside. Okay, this is where the Kundalini is. This is the coiled energy. You actually have your own sphere of light on the inside of you that you can use to create, and it is this energy that is wrapped around the base of the spine that not many people know about. And once you activate this, it uncurls itself and it slowly rises up the spine. And as this happens, up your column of light, and as this happens, like thy rod and thy spear, they comfort me, right? And so as it comes up the spinal column, it will hit the medulla oblongata at the base of the spine. And when this happens, it will activate, which will slowly begin a process of the third eye awakening, okay? But at the same time, you must draw down your column of light from source, your source. Anytime you see a picture of Jesus, anytime you see any holy pictures on Christmas or anything, notice the bright white star above their head. A chosen one will always have that star above their head, or they'll have that ring around their head if they're portrayed in photos or pictures or whatever. This is to let you know that they are divine, that they have got a crown of light that is activated. The way to do this, since we have lowered ourselves to the vibrational frequency that is such a low match that we almost completely lost our higher selves in contact, you must now draw down this pillar of light. This will activate your shot. Draw it all the way down into the crown. And as you do this, you draw up the Kundalini, draw down your pillar of light. This will activate the third eye. what it does is it releases an anointment of, the milk and honey. And when this activates and it mixes, it turns into a third, basically DMT, which is it's like a hallucinogen that is naturally released from the pineal gland that allows you to step into more fully your higher self. It literally draws your higher self back down. The bigger the column of light that you can produce, the more you focus on this column of light, the longer, the quicker, the better your protection is from spiritual attack. And trust me, the higher the level, the bigger the devil, okay? And until you get to a point in the fifth dimension where this does not exist, you have to know how to navigate through the third dimensional matrix. First things first, completely turn off all the TVs. Sit down and meditate. Do not focus on your news. This is going to be hard to do because you have been programmed to focus on the news. Programmed to either hit a like button or a dislike button. You've been programmed to rank things on a 0 to 5 basis, 0 to 10 basis. We're going to forget this. In order to activate your third eye and truly step into your spiritual awakening. Sorry about this car. Give me a second. You have to fully prepare yourself to unlearn everything you've ever been taught so that you can relearn, essentially, your spiritual body. You have to drop the ego completely. And as you do this, I like to tell mine to sit on my shoulder. I tell my ego self to sit on my shoulder, and I ask it not to bother me during my meditations. That's the part of you that once you start your meditation or once you start your spiritual awakening process, that will tell you, no, that's not what you saw. No, that's not making sense. That's the ego self, okay? It's also that part of you that makes you want to argue with people, or that makes you have to have the last word or be right. It's called the ego. Now you've got 3 different selves: the higher self, the corporeal form, the innate self. You've also got you've got all these on, like, here in this dimension at the same time. It's just you can only tap into 3D because your vibrational frequencies have gotten so low. It happened to all of us over time. So it's kind of like there is no spoon, you know what I mean? How do you bend the spoon with your mind? There is no spoon. So as your vibrational frequency raises, your chakras will align, which will naturally cause your kundalini to begin to rise. Now, I do this with breath work, okay? What I do is I take my finger sometimes and I will place it on one nostril, close my mouth, and then breathe in slowly through one nostril and only release. Let go of that, release this side, and place your finger on the other side that you just inhaled on and exhale out that nostril. Follow the breath out, breathe out love with your nostril, and then breathe in light. Do this for about 5 minutes. This will allow you to start naturally balancing your chakra system because of the way you are following your breath. We're also going to focus on the infinity breath, okay? I'm going to teach you how to do it real quick. You're going to close your eyes, or you're just going to sit there. And as you take a deep breath in, slowly, okay? Follow the breath. Pretend like the breath is literally light, okay? So as you breathe it in, we're going to take that breath and direct it. So I want you to focus on your heart. Take a deep breath in. All right, and when you exhale, you're going to wrap it around yourself in a concentric circle. You're going to make a figure 8 out of your breath and wrap it around your body. So the first breath in is going to go up and over your head, around your body to the other side, and we will begin. Deep breath in, follow it all the way over your head like a rainbow. And as you get to the still point between breath, which is what we call the 0 point. When you get to this point, the still point between the breath is where you can create. This is where there is no time, no space. There's nothing but space. There is no time. There is no element of I'm sorry, the car is going by. There is no element of of anything but still creation. And this is where you create from. But as you exhale, you took your deep breath in, wrap it up and over your head like a rainbow. And as you get to the other side of your body and you begin to exhale, we're going to follow that light around, down below your feet. Make a noise with your mouth if it makes it easier to follow it, but take that breath and wrap it all the way around your feet, all the way to the other side of your body, like a hula hoop loop or like a jump rope. And now we're going to connect it back to our heart where we began. This is called the infinity breath, and this will activate the adamant particles of light. It will flood your system with the adamant particles of light. This is the light that you need in order to raise your vibrational frequency and your Merkaba. Basically, when you breathe in this light, you are allowing yourself to fill up your body and fill up your auric field. This will help protect you from any vibrational frequencies that are low that we're able to get in before through your auric field. The auric field is essentially your soul self. Your body is actually a jacket. We are physical beings having we are spiritual beings having a physical human experience. Please remember this, okay? You are looking for your soul, and you have found it if you are listening to this video. I want you to take that deep breath in and follow it around your head, up over your head, loop it, and begin. Breathe in through your nose. Deep breath in, extend the stomach out as far as you can, and as it returns to your body, exhale. Down around your feet, around your legs, over back into your heart chakra. Now you will begin every one of these. Every time you do this, it's like a protection, okay? And you are now filled with a figure 8 of light around your auric field that will begin the cycle of the adamant particles of light that stream down from that star above your head, the soul self. As it streams down and you strengthen your pillar of light, you connect it to the source of all things. This is Solaris. This is behind it's called the Great Central Sun, and it is behind Solaris, our physical sun. You cannot see it because it is hidden by our physical sun. But there is, on the other side, in each dimension, just like there's a soul for every human, most humans, or a soul for every object, there is an energy or a soul for the physical sun. And it's called the Great Central Sun. The Egyptians understood this. Amun-Ra was the sun god. Okay, now I want you to draw that light down. I want you to imagine that light is so bright, it's right in front of your face. The sun is literally right in front of your face. And as you come back down, breathe in a big old bubble of light around your body and hold it all the way down your pillar of light. Exhale the light, and as you exhale, you fall down your light above your head. You're going to hit your higher self in a sphere of light, the star. And take another deep breath in and recharge. Draw down the column of light to the crown chakra right above your head. And then I want you to picture someone taking an egg and cracking it right on top of your head. And as the yolk streams down your face, picture this as your light. Your light is now melting down your head, melting over your body, slowly melting over your arms and over your chest and back. And as you do this, let it just take all of the stress and the worry and the tension in your body with it. This light now overcomes you. It overwhelms your senses. It overwhelms you. It is so bright you can barely see it, yet your eyes are closed. This white light now drips down over your chakras, over your hips, over your legs, down to your feet, and it enfolds you. And then it keeps going. It goes down through the Earth Star chakra, down into Mother Gaia. Keep it going, keep it going, keep it going, all the way down to the center of the Earth, where you are going to connect and anchor to the crystals at the center of Mother Gaia. And naturally let yourself rise back up through each layer of rock and mud until you come back to the grass. And now you're at your feet. And I want you to imagine this light from the crystalline grid is blue. This blue light is now coming up your chakras, up your legs, up into your root. As it fills your root chakra, you now feel it raise up your spinal column and magnify each chakra as it goes from the root to the solar plexus, sacral to solar plexus. My apologies, the cars are kind of throwing me off. Into the heart, take a deep breath in and feel it click into the heart chakra. Draw down your pillar of white light. Let it melt over your head, in through your eyes and your brain, all the way down into your throat, down your shoulders and hands and arms, and now it's going to go into your heart chakra through your chest. And these two melding lights are now going to create a third light where it's going to melt in your heart chakra and then begin to activate and spin. We're now going to picture a pink pillar of light coming down and activating our third, or our high heart chakra. And as this happens, we're going to picture this light melding with the blue, and it now surrounds us, and we are glowing. We are so bright you cannot look at us. We will now see this high heart chakra activated with the pink light, the pink ray. As this happens, we're now going to wrap our body in the Archangel Michael's blue sphere of light. Wrap it, seal up any rips or tears in the auric field that we need to be worried about, any spots in the emotional body or the physical body. Please align every one of my selves with myself on each timeline, and align us to the highest possible timeline for the greatest and highest good of all. In the name of the Most High God, Yeshua HaMashiach, and my guides, Melchizedek, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Metatron, the Ascended Master Metatron, and Amun-Ra. I appreciate you joining my channel, Rhythmic Lightworker Oracle, and join me next time where I will do a couple of meditations. I've also got my singing bowl. If you have any requests, just let me know, and let me know in the comments if you have any confusion. But just remember, always here for you. Any starseeds going through their awakening can contact me, and I will do a full reading. Anything you need, let me know. Only serious inquiries, please. And I will see you on the next video. Thanks so much. Bye.